Hi, this is Lynn M. Dixon. I'll be reading from It Is Enough, Tyre and Phoenix. I'm the author. They later picked up Rachel from school and headed home to make a scrumptious meal before Tyre came home. All went on smoothly as they ate, laughed, and the girls did their chores of washing and putting away the dishes. Everyone went into their own spots. Tyre went to his study. Phoenix decided to catch up on her latest edition of American Libraries magazine, and Rachel worked on a math game from school. Leah took to her smartphone. Time passed. An hour passed. Then 2 hours passed while Leah's eyes were still glued to her gadget. Tyre had positioned his chair where he had a full view of the living room, though he continued to shuffle through his many papers. Rachel finished her math and moved on to coloring. Phoenix finished her magazine but started to shiver uncomfortably as if she could feel the foreshadowing effects of a storm. Finally, Tyre got up. He walked over to Leah and said, "Hand it over. You've had enough screen time." Phoenix's shoulders went up and Rachel's eyes widened with a sense of fear. Leah paused and said, "Here," she said with a push. "You are not my daddy." "You can't tell me what to do," she said impotently. "I am your father, and I do tell you what to do in my house," his voice raised. "Fine," she said as she stomped to her room. "I want to call my daddy," she yelled back over her shoulder. Phoenix looked over at Rachel, who looked horrified, and Phoenix signaled a quiet sign. Tyre followed Leah to her room and shut the door behind them. Phoenix and Rachel sat as still as two statues, barely breathing out a breath of fresh air. Leah sat on the bed and cried. Tyre handed her a tissue and said, "I know this is hard. You have two daddies, and it is not easy to understand, but we love you so much. Yet, Leah, in my house, you follow our rules." "Were you not told that there was only 1 hour of screen time?" he asked. "Yes, Auntie Phoenix told me." "I timed you, Leah. You were on over 2 hours. I kept hoping that you would check the time so that I would not have to say anything," he continued. "Yes, Papa Tyre," she said. He paused and took her phone and dialed David. "David, it's Tyre," he said when David picked up the call. "Would you talk with Leah?" Tyre went on. "What happened?" David asked anxiously. "Screen time," was all Tyre could muster. "Oh, that." He breathed out a long sigh of relief. "Put Leah on the phone." Tyre handed Leah the phone and quietly left the room. "Leah, what happened?" David wanted to know. "He took my phone from me," Leah said. "Who is he?" David's voice grew. "Papa Tyre," she softened, knowing that she was not going to win this one. "Exactly. Papa Tyre. Did you break his rules, Leah?" David asked. "Yes, Daddy. I stayed on screen time for over 2 hours and my limit was 1, she admitted. "Then you owe both Papa Tyre and Auntie Phoenix an apology, and probably Rachel too," David advised. "Yes, Daddy. I will apologize," she reassured him. "Leah, they love you so much. They deserve better." "How are they treating you?" he asked her. "Oh, Daddy, my room is so beautiful. They bought me things," and he cut her off. "Now go in there and tell them you're sorry about your behavior. You know we have talked about it when things do not go your way. We are the adults. You're still the child. Do you understand?" he asked with a commanding voice. "Yes, Daddy," she responded. "And text me when it's done," his voice grew sterner. "Yes, Daddy."